Hey everybody, Curtis here with another pedal demo for you. This time it is the Walrus Audio Red Distortion. I'm going to be using my 64 Fender Jazzmaster, going into my Benson Amps Monarch amp in the British mode into its 112 speaker cabinet, mic'd with a Sennheiser E906, and here is my clean tone. And here is the Red Distortion. So what we have here from Walrus Audio in the Red Distortion pedal is a fantastic, simple, easy-to-use distortion. Gives you all the controls you really want. We have an overall output level with this volume knob. Then we have a gain, which is overall kind of saturation level. We have a texture switch, which is kind of basically two different clipping modes. So the lower position clips it a little bit more. It's a little bit more saturated, so you'll want to compensate by adding a little bit of volume. I'll show you that in a minute. Then we have a 3-band EQ up top. It's actually an active EQ. So what I mean by this is as you go to the right on any of these knobs, it'll add bass or mid or treble. As you go to the left, it'll subtract either of those things. And at about 12 o'clock noon is a neutral setting. So what you're putting in with your guitar, you should get out. I'm using a little bit of a thinner guitar, so it'll be great because I can compensate by adding maybe some mids and bass, maybe rolling back on the treble. So I'll show you that in a minute, but what I want to do first is I want to show you this clipping mode. I'll switch it down, then I'll add a little bit of volume just to compensate for the volume drop that happens when you go in the lower mode on that texture switch. So here's clean. So as you could hear, the different modes give you kind of differing levels of saturation. You just can compensate with the volume knob. What I want to do now is I want to show you how powerful the EQ is. So I'll just let you hear one more time, and then I'll start adding some low end and some mids and maybe roll off the treble a little bit. So as you could hear, it sounded really nice and sweet and kind of beefy when I actually had the controls a little bit like that. I quite liked it. So I'll leave it there. I'll let you hear it, and then I'm going to turn up the gain and just let you listen to a heavier saturated mode. Let's do here. Now, remember, I'm using a really thin sounding Jazz Master. So you can have a really thin guitar and get a really, really heavy sound with this red distortion from Walrus, because you can really control those EQ frequencies. So it's a fantastic pedal. It can sound amazing with pretty much any amp, any guitar, and I'm very, very impressed. Well done, Walrus. Thank you so much, actually. Thank you so much, I meant to say, for watching this. I appreciate all the likes and comments and views, and I hope that you have a great day. Take care. Bye.